Uh, I'm going to show one design, a dress design that I'm going to drape today. The design was sent to me by a friend of mine. He asked to give some advices on draping. So therefore, I'm going to show the draping steps. And before I start the draping on a small mannequin, half-scale mannequin, I'm going to show you the picture and we will analyze the picture. This is the dress. I found it quite interesting for practicing the draping and also for understanding the shape as well. So we will drape this dress in two parts because the dress has the waistline. So the top is separated. And the top part comes from a simple shape. So we'll examine this afterwards. So we start from the skirt. So the skirt has drapes which are free staying at the front. And for this, we need to give some space, some ease at the front when we start draping. And also, before you start draping, you have to examine the proportions and the size of each pleat. So let's start. I have a piece of fabric prepared for draping. This is a rectangle. I'm doing the half scale, so I give you the measurement in half scale. So about 54, 55 on grain line lengthwise, and about 40 centimeters on cross grain. And you see I draw the line in the middle, indicating the grain line. So, and we start from connecting the center front of the dress form with this middle line on the fabric. And you see I have enough space here. You see how much of fabric we have up the waist, because we are going to have the pleats which will be eating on the space afterwards, right? So, and here, let's do it here. So here we have the line connected with the center front. So we start actually, the draping steps will go from the bottom up. This is the feature of this particular draping. So, and the pins that I'm going to insert, the first pins that I'm going to insert will be very close to the edge of the mannequin, here and here. You will use also temporary pins from time to time. So, and in addition, I forgot to mention that you see I moved the center, the side seam of the skirt away from the normal one. So about, let's say, 1 centimeter, so in full scale it will be 2 centimeters. To emphasize more of the sculptured shape at the front. So the skirt will have a clear evidence of the pleat at the side seam. Therefore, it's good to move the side seam towards the back on both sides. Of course, you have to measure and make identical side seam on both sides. So what else is important? As I said, to be able to drape these free drapes at the front, you need the ease. And the ease you can achieve by creating a kind of space here between the body, the mannequin, and the fabric, like this. So, and now I will add some pins in here. Now I'm using the side seam. See, I give again some space, some ease. So, and pin here. Check the other side. Add the pin. At the bottom and checking the ease. So I need the ease. It is absolutely necessary. See, I can put my hand inside. So, and you have to also make sure that your grain line is connected. You indicated grain line is clearly staying vertical, so it's connected with the center front. Yeah, if I put it here, so I see it's connected. So this is how we start. So, and we start from bottom up. So the first pleat starts from the from this side, and it's actually a very small one. I make so I'll make this. Actually, later we can also change it a little bit. It starts somewhere around hip line. So I make a small pleat here. So just pushing the fabric down and fixing the pleat. Very small one, triangular pleat. It's actually completely disappears. So far, completely disappears here. So now a very interesting pleat which comes. I'm constantly looking at the picture. So which comes from the side. So, and actually it's quite big. It goes across the front to another side. Starts, let's make it roughly now. It starts from here and then it goes to another side. Somewhere around the hip line, it has a very good intake. Roughly something like that. Something like that. Roughly. Right? So this particular pleat will be covered by another pleat on this side. Again, I will roughly fix it now, and you see the pleat is actually having the ease as well. So I roughly fix it, just pin. Now I will try to make this special one, and this pleat actually on this side have a very big intake. So what I'm going to do, pushing the fabric down. So this is the side of the pleat, the edge of the pleat, and I'm going to completely close this one with it. Like this. And I'm also given some ease in this pleat. So also I do it roughly. Later we can change if you want. So the pleat completely disappears here. It's again triangular pleat. You know, the thing is, I have the course which is called Dress with Radiating Pleats. And actually, it's related to contouring technique. There, I show these particular triangular pleats which are draped with the strengths. So each pleat is very fitted, is draped, so the dress is very fitted to the body. It's actually following the contour of the body. And that is why the process is related to the contouring techniques. This particular, the dress with radiating pleats. In this case, we also have triangular pleat, but the pleat is free. It has the space, it's breathing. So the fabric stays away from the body. It's not fitting the body, it stays away from the body. So therefore, both pleats, so this one and this one, you see, I can easily put my fingers inside. Yes, inside this fold. So let's continue. And I will make now, just follow the picture. So, and we have the pleat like this, also coming from the kind of side or waistline. So the picture is not really clear. Something like that. Yes. So I will look at this now. So, and basically, if I look at the picture, so I need to fix some things to make it more clear and more close to what I see on the picture. So with this as a sketch, I now have to improve. So I'll show you our sketch closer so that you can see the pleat. And now I'm going to improve the pleats. So I'm still watching the picture, observing the picture, and you can work on one side first and then fix another side. So I'm going to look here. So what's important that you don't overlap too much here. So you see the pleat, the fold, the side fold should actually come a little bit up this pleat so that we don't have, or comes exactly on the edge of the pleat here. So the inside fold. So otherwise you will have overlapping. So this you have to watch basically. So this is my side seam, and I will deepen the first pleat. I'm checking once again. So you may again look at the picture. You may go with this pleat up or down if you see it needs to be actually improved regarding the proportions. So I pin into the side seam now, and I pin further into the side seam, and later we will mark it. So this. So next one on this side is covering this pleat, and also it's quite free. It goes into the side seam with the good ease. So let's see. So like this. So you may check. Yes, it's free. And now we look at this one. The top part of the pleat. So I'm going to improve it here. So I have the feeling it goes further to the side, not into the waistline. It goes further to the side. It's actually quite fitted here. It's not as free as in here. It is actually fitted to the body. So, and goes into the side like this. So, and this one disappears here. So, and I fix it now on the side. So later we will cut this away. You see that there should not be any overlapping. Now I have it exactly coming together, which is fine. So I will cut it further later. So and now we can try to drape the waist, because here, as you see, and actually it's good to look at this line now. This is grain line. What happens here is actually the waistline comes on the bias, and this allows us to drape the waistline without any dart. Yeah. So we basically fix the waistline here, and we continue. Yeah. So we come to this side. So I'm going to change it. So we have intake here already. So I just simply redirect the pleat with the same intake. I just move it up to bring it closer to this edge. Yeah. Actually, basically, you can come to the same point as this edge of this plate, exactly to the same point, which is, I think, is exactly the case on the picture. So fix it here. So, and I think this one needs to be changed as well, so we can bring them close to each other. We still have this possibility because the sketch, why I created this rough sketch, to at least to make sure that I have enough of intakes. And now we can improve. just push the fabric down through the intake to create less space here. You also have still the option to move this one more up, which I decide to do as well. Improvements might take even more time than the initial sketch. So now they are definitely closer to each other. Look at this size as well. So actually, it's could be also very. You can interpret this as well. So looking at proportions, analyzing, giving your own version of this particular drape is good. I want to have more freedom for this one. So, yeah, something like this. And this one, I think I had the feeling it should go a little bit up as well. And this one helps to create this nice shaped silhouette here. So here we will definitely need to insert pins into the side seam. So we want to have this silhouette here, and then we have to work on this side to bring, you know, the same angle, I would say, right, on this side, so that they are taped equally on both sides. So this you can do by moving the fabric and pinning the side seam further in here. So something like this, right? So now I have to just use my scissors and remove all unnecessary fabric and go from the bottom. Right? And cut towards the side seam, pin into exactly the side seam. Right? This one with 2 pins. Now we can actually remove the fabric. So it's easy for us to continue. So this one disappears exactly on the side seam at the point where side seam crosses the waistline, and this one is level. Like this. Right, and now the waistline. having some ease at the waistline is good. You know, don't push the fabric too much. Keep the ease, because this is actually on bias, the waistline on bias, and don't stretch the fabric, so keep the ease here. Right, and I think this side is fine. So I have the line of pins into the side seam inserted, right? And here I should do the same. So insert the pins into the side seam. And I'm cutting now. Okay. Good. And I have a little bit of feeling that this one needs more of freedom. So I just pin it exactly on the edge almost. Okay. And what's important to find here? So what I discovered actually, here my green line starts deviating from the vertical position. Basically, from in this part, the green line is exactly vertical. So, and when I move the pleats, you know, the green line start having an angle. It is not vertical anymore. So, and it's important to have it vertical, because you have to make a proper side seam and the proper fit at the bottom. So therefore, what I'm going to do is put this a little bit up to bring the line to the vertical position. So the silhouette must be very clear and identical on both sides. So now we can mark the whole skirt, and we can have a pattern.